You know, they just don't make cars like this anymore. And unfortunately, these are the ones we're going to miss the most once the world goes fully EV. So hello, and welcome back to LeEdFollow. And I should say, welcome back to the MR2, because it's been a while since I've done an MR2 video. Now, if you recall in one of my last MR2 videos, I was saying how one of the next things I was going to do to the car was get a fresh new MOT on it after I'd spent all the time and effort and money over the last year or so restoring this car. Well, to cut a long story short, it failed its MOT. What it failed on was the engine mount, which I did a video on. It failed on the handbrake, which I did a video on, and then it failed on some welding that was required in the rear of the sills on both sides, which I didn't do a video on. There's no point in showing you that. Cut a long story short, because of all the time and finding a welder, doing all of that, it just took some time to get around to doing this car. But as you can see, I'm out driving it. It does have a brand new MOT on it, thankfully. And as you can see by the title of this video, it's going to be the last MR2 video, I'm afraid. We're bidding farewell to the MR2. And the MR2 is actually going to a friend of mine. And he's going to use the car for a bit of day-to-day commuting. He needs something economical with just 12 months MOT in it. He doesn't have to spend any time or effort or money on, so it's perfect for him. But also, the interesting thing is, he's got a very cool car that he wants to get rid of. And we are going to do a straight swap tomorrow, in fact. I'm just popping out to Argos to get a new PlayStation 4 remote because my L2 button packed up, and I've tried to repair it and it doesn't seem to want to work, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet and buy another one. But anyway, so I'm just taking it out for pretty much what is going to be one of the final drives on it, and then tomorrow we shall be seeing the new car. Very exciting, and I think you're going to like it. Haha. Ah, isn't she pretty? Such a great colour combination. Sable grey with a red roof and red cloth seats. She's an old girl, and she's not without her dings, dents and scrapes and bubbles, but for her age, pretty good looking still. So, new controller in hand. Let us leave Argos. I'm all set now to pick up where I left off on SnowRunner and Gran Turismo 7. So yes, as I was saying, this is a farewell MR2 video, and I guess the question is, why is the MR2 going? Well, if you remember back to when I first picked her up, the thing that I was going to do with the car was the popular 2ZZ conversion, and I was also going to restore the car. Well, we've restored it. It looks better, stops better, drives better. Everything is just better now. So we've achieved that goal. The 2ZZ swap, on the other hand, didn't go ahead with that. The reason being is twofold. I don't think this car needs the extra power, in all honesty. Having done lots and lots of research, you're better off, as long as your 1ZZ engine is in good health, like the one that I've got here in this car, then you're way better off just keeping the 1ZZ and doing a load of NA tuning mods to it, because there are lots of gains to be had with the standard engine. I mean, the exhaust manifold, for a start, people claim to get as much as something like 20 wheel horsepower by just replacing the restrictive, oh, that's a Ferrari, by just replacing the restrictive header with just like a free-flowing stainless one. So I think at the end of the day, the 2ZZ and the 1ZZ are both the same size engine. So I think it's better just keep it as a 1ZZ. The actual engine swap itself would have been very straightforward. Putting a 2ZZ into a Mark III MR2 is probably one of the easiest engine conversions out there, because you've got companies like Monkey Wrench Racing who can sell you everything you need to do the conversion plug and play, like engine mounts, exhaust manifold, wiring, everything. Literally, you can get everything from them. So, difficulty level 1 to 10, I'd say that this would have been a 1 or 2 level engine swap. So, what I'm trying to say is the difficulty of the engine swap had nothing to do with my decision not to do it. I was quite lucky that after I decided not to put the 2ZZ in this car, there was a chap from Germany who wanted to buy all of my conversion stuff off me, so I didn't lose out there. I managed to get my money back, which was great. So yeah, so that had nothing to do with me deciding not to do it. The main reasons that I didn't go ahead with the engine swap was there's nothing wrong with this 1ZZ. It made great power on the dyno, and to take a very healthy, very strong engine out of a car to then swap it for an unknown engine, you know, if you get an engine from a scrappy, you really don't know the history of it. I mean, unless it comes with the service book, which like never happens. You're gonna have to take their word for it that it's in good health and it's of the mileage that they say it is. So yeah, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't take out a healthy engine and put in an unknown engine. The other thing was that I've seen a lot on the forums that people are popping 2ZZs on track days in MR2 Roadsters. And I don't know why those engines don't go pop in the Lotus Elise, because the Lotus Elise 111R, that came with a 2ZZ, that's in the back in exactly the same way, but they don't seem to pop the engines. I have no idea why. But in the MR2s, they seem to be popping them. They seem to be getting oil starvation in the corners if they're running semi-slicks and the bottom ends go. So I did kind of account for that when I was planning for the engine swap. I bought myself a welding baffled sump, but even if I'd gone ahead with it, it would have still been a little lingering worry in the back of my mind as to how long is this 2ZZ going to last. So I think I've made the right decision. I'm going to do right by the car. I've restored it to a much better state than what I found it in, and I've already lined up a new owner for it, which is amazing. So today is my last drive in the MR2, really, because tomorrow I'm taking it over to my friend Michael's house, who is going to be the new owner of this car, and he basically just wanted a small, fun, economical car that he could daily, and wasn't going to cost him any money or much in fuel or any of his time. He didn't want to work on it. But this is great. This car's got 12 months MOT and doesn't want for anything. So he's having this, and I am having his car. We're doing a straight swap, and his car is an Audi S6 5.2 V10. So if you want to see the full rundown of that car, watch the next video where I will tell all. But thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and see you next time on the Audi Unveil video. Bye for now.